I'm excited to show you one of my favourite gardens of all time. It's located on Vancouver Island, just near Victoria, and it has an incredible history. This is where it all began. Back then, this must have been, well, a big scar in the landscape. It had been a limestone quarry, an exhausted one, but Jenny Butchart must have seen the potential and she scoured the island for really good quality soil, and they brought it in by horse and cart and created all these garden beds. Then they planted them up. She must have seen exactly what this could look like, what we get to experience today. She really was a visionary woman. Rob Churchill is part of the public relations team here at Butchart Gardens. Rob, this is a truly amazing garden, but the history behind it's even more incredible, isn't it?
Most definitely. The Butcharts actually came here because of a limestone deposit. Mr. Butchart was in the cement business, and the limestone quarry, which is now what we call our sunken garden, and that's all thanks to Mrs. Butchart.
So is the family still involved in the gardens today?
This is still a private garden, open to the public. It's now run by the great-granddaughter and very involved with the garden, as all family members have been, yeah.
Tens of thousands of Australians come here, but people from all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear the accents as we're walking around.
Well, in 1908, Mr. and Mrs. Butchart named this estate Benvenuto, which is Italian for welcome. And that's the philosophy of the family, and everybody that works here is welcome the world.
Carlos Moniz is the head of horticulture here. Carlos, this is a spectacular part of the garden, but I'm really interested in your history here, because how long have you worked in the gardens?
I've just come into my 40th year, completed my 40th year here. My dad worked here for 35 years, and he retired as a head gardener. So in essence, I've sort of stepped into his role, which is a very rewarding position for me, and I know he really appreciated it before he passed away a number of years ago.
Oh, I would have been so proud, but I just think that's wonderful that the family's had such involvement all the way through that period of time. Tell me about the gardens. How many plants do you grow here?
For our summer display, we plant about 280,000 annuals and shrubs and plant materials and that sort of thing for our displays. The month of December and into early January, we become more of a nighttime garden, so the gardens get lit up for the Christmas season, which has become very, very popular. But throughout the rest of the year, even in our slower times, say in January, February, March, we take one of our restaurants, we turn that into a big indoor display. So people always have a little bit of a taste of spring at that time of year, so you can come and smell some daffodils and different fragrant shrubs blooming, and then as the season progresses, then the outside takes over.
Summer is full of highlights, and the dahlia display here is something to behold. If you are here in summer, make sure you've got your camera. You're going to be blown away. If you want to learn more about the gardens here at Butchart, make sure that you check out the Garden Guru magazine. Rick Loss, the head of the gardens, makes a regular contribution sharing the secrets to their success. The Butchart Gardens are one of North America's most popular garden tourist destinations. There are over 1 million visitors a year here now, and entry costs are $32 per person.